Welcome back to channel. Now we are going to see the Enterobacteriaceae, that is Shigella. So the Shigella species causes shigellosis, that is a bacillary dysentery. So first we need to know difference between dysentery and diarrhea. What is diarrhea? Diarrhea is a normal liquid fluid like fecus, and the dysentery is a fecus with a bloody and mucus fecus, that is a dysentery. So it causes dysentery. So humans are the only natural host for the Shigella species. So Shigella typically spread from person to person, so always be careful with this. The transmission route is mainly the fecal to oral route. Got its names after after the name of the Shiga, who isolated this for the first time, and he is nothing but the Shigella Shiga. He found the type 1. Actually, other species of the Shigella are Shigella flexneri, sonei, and boydii. They also got their name according to the discovered, that is flexneri by Flexner, sonei by Sonei, and boydii by Boyd. So they are like according to their name. And coming to the biological characteristics, they are gram-negative bacilli, they are non-motile, non-sporing, non-capsulated, and some strains may possess fimbriae. Actually, they are non-motile, but sometimes some species may have fimbriae, especially of type 1. And the small size rod, of course, Shigella. So here you can see they are having no capsules, non-sporing, and some may have fimbriae, rod shaped. And biochemical reactions, Atlase positive except concentrate of type 1, and they're oxidase negative. They're mannitol fermented by all except dysentery, and the lactose is not fermented. So they show colorless colonies in Macocnes agar. So E. coli can ferment the lactose. The enteric pathogenic bacteria cannot ferment lactose. Their sole source of nutrition is only glucose. So antigenic structure and classification, actually the 40 serotypes of Shigella organized into 4 groups, that is A, B, C and D. So based on the serological relatedness of their O antigens, the most pathogenic is a group A. So what are under group A? Is Shigella dysenteriae. It is divided into again 12 serotypes. So they're divided into type 1, type 2 and type 3 to 7. So the type 1 is our first Shigella Shiga, and the type 2 is Shigella schmidtzi, and type 3 to 7 are called large and Sach groups described in the India. As their resistance is weaker, we can say. They can be killed by heat at 57 degrees in 2 hours, and they're killed by treating with phenol, 1% phenol for 30 minutes, and killed by chlorination, and also killed in stools that are allowed to become acidic throughout without the growth of coliforms, and die within hours, but they may survive in fecus kept in non-acidic conditions, and this such as in buffered glycerol saline. And as such, sonei is more resistant to adverse environmental conditions as compared to the other species. And the common characteristics of Escherichia coli, Salmonella and Shigella, we'll see here. The resistance is relatively weak, killed under 60 degrees for 30 minutes, no resistance. And resistance to Shigella is weaker, so 60 only, no resistance to general chemicals, easily killed by acid. And pathogenesis and immunity, the virulence factors it has is pili, endotoxins and exotoxins. Actually the Shigella produces only endotoxins, but the exotoxins are produced by other species like dysenteriae, and this dysenteriae may also produce the neurotoxins, but these endotoxins are formed only after autolysis in Shigella, and they're thermostable liposaccharides, that is LPS of the cell wall, and they act on the intestinal wall, causing the diarrhea and ulcers mainly. So the target cells are the mucosa of large intestine and causing bacillary dysentery. So clinical findings, and the classic bacillary currant jelly. What is this? It is characterized by diarrhea with blood, mucus, currant jelly stools, and painful abdominal cramping. So the disease which is causing is shigellosis, and the flexneri is a commonest species followed by dysentery and sonei, and the boydii is also isolated least frequency. The symptoms are like acute dysentery characterized by presence of blood and mucus with watery stools, and the sources are mainly human beings. They are infected cases, not carriers. They are rarely carriers. So what can be the mode of infection? Actually by fingers, through contaminated fingers, fomites where through door handles, water taps, lavatory seats, and flies like mechanical vectors which can transmit organisms from fecus to food, and food and water through contaminated food and water. So actually what may be the route? Like infection occurs by ingestion. Next, here you can see first by ingestion, and next infection of the epithelial cells of the villi of the large intestine. Next the multiplication and spread to the lamina propria. Next it causes an inflammatory reaction. Next development of the superficial ulcers. So this is how it is developing in our body and creating lot of diseases. So the transient immunity may be produced after the recovery. The find features of like the incubation period is up to 2 to 3 days, and the passage of bloody mucoid stools and gripping pain, tenseness, pyrexia, prostration, sometimes convulsions, and also severe form of dysentery. And S. conchi can also cause mild malaria with watery stools, even name can cause. And the complications of type 1 actually that Shigella dysentery type 1 are arthritis, toxic neuritis, conjunctivitis, parotitis, insect special in children, hemolytic uremic syndrome in severe cases. And coming to laboratory diagnosis, how we can find it is mainly by fresh stool samples, swab from the ulcer, and also collection is by bedpan from mucus flakes and transport media. And the swab should be taken by sigmoidoscopic examination, and transport media is mainly buffered glycerol saline. In microscopic examination, we can do it by wet preparation, that is by using which shows plenty of pus cells, RBCs, and non-methyl bacilli in it. So the culture which we use are the colonies on blood agar, McConkey's agar, which shows as these are non-lactose fermenting, they show colorless colonies, and the colonies are blood agar are large, opaque, translucent, and SS agar shows the colorless without any black. In the selective media we can use is deoxycholate citrate agar, which shows also colorless, and but in Shonnai they show the pink colonies, and psilocybin deoxylate medium in which the colonies are red in color. In nutrient agar they are like convex smooth, and in Salmonella Shigella agar they are neutral red, and they also form colorless colonies. Enrichment media we can use selenite F broth and gram negative broth. So here let us see the laboratory diagnosis. Specimens and spares, fresh stool from patients, isolated and culture. Strains can be further characterized on the basis of serological text. So samples examined as soon as possible. The glucose is fermented by all species of this Shigella. And the serological test we can do the slide agglutination test with polyvalent and monovalent antisera, and the antibiotic susceptibility test by Cribbers-Berdych diffusion method, where we use antibiotics like ampicillin, nalidixic, tetracycline, ciprofloxacin, and other fluoroquinols. The treatment is actually by IV route as per requirement, and replacement of fluids by oral, and by antibiotics like ampicillin, tetracycline, nalidixic acid, norfloxacin, and ciprofloxacin. You might think why this many antibiotics are there, because it's a multi-drug resistant Shigella. So it should be identified first by this Cribbers-Berdych diffusion method, and because by using this antibiotic susceptibility testing we need to identify a specific treatment for that kind of strain in a specific person. So this is important. So the important ways of preventing it by food and water and sanitation, and treatment by application of antibiotic resistance antibiotics. So improvement of environmental sanitization, improvement of personal hygiene, and production of food from flies. So this is important. This is all about Shigella.